In 2025, there remains a noticeable truck driver shortage, meaning there are more open positions than available truckers. So with this in mind, truck driving must be a good career, right? Well, despite the positive job outlook for truck drivers, it's important to have reasons to become a truck driver, aside from simply the money and stability that the job would provide. If you're considering becoming a truck driver, you should ask yourself, is being a truck driver worth it? There are several good reasons to become a truck driver or start a trucking business, and doing so can prove a rewarding career for many. However, driving a truck for a living comes with some downsides. To help those asking themselves if truck driving is a good career choice, we've provided some of the most common reasons people either choose to become a driver or choose not to become a driver, along with some helpful truck driving career information below. Before answering the ultimate question of whether truck driving is a good career, let's first explore the reasons to become a truck driver. After all, you likely want to know some of the benefits that you can enjoy through a career as a truck driver prior to diving headfirst into the industry. The demand for truck drivers is still relatively high in 2025, despite a sudden decrease in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Once you've obtained your CDL, commercial driver's license, and become a company driver, you can feel comfortable with the fact that as long as there are loads for you to haul and you're transporting those loads safely and timely, you won't have to give a second thought to someone taking your job. The median salary for a company truck driver is $94,763 per Indeed. That's well higher than the national average of $59,428. Becoming a company truck driver might not offer as lucrative of career earnings as becoming a lawyer or doctor, but you can make a very good living from driving a truck. Unlike some professions, you don't need several years of education and training or multiple degrees to qualify. Every truck driver simply needs to obtain a CDL, which usually takes just 5 to 7 weeks. Sure, there are a few requirements such as passing a driving test, which is included as part of acquiring your CDL, owning a high school diploma, and having a clean driving record, but these requirements are far less demanding and time-consuming than most professions. One of the most notable perks for truckers is the benefits. Because of the driver shortage, companies know they must offer appealing benefits packages to entice prospective drivers. You can expect a 401k, good insurance plans, life insurance, health insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance, fair amounts of PTO, and other bonus opportunities, such as a sign-on bonus. Truck driving comes with a lot of unexpected freedom. Whether you're an introvert who prefers to work alone or someone who simply enjoys listening to music or a podcast while on a job, driving a truck provides those freedoms. Plus, you don't have to worry about micromanagement when you're operating a vehicle. The main, sometimes sole objective of your day-to-day is hauling freight in a safe and timely manner. As long as you're doing that, there aren't too many restraints. One of the more obvious perks, a career in truck driving, particularly over-the-road OTR driving, means you'll have the chance to travel the continent while on the job. Been wanting to visit sunny San Diego? Or maybe the beautiful beaches along the Gulf Coast? By becoming a trucker, you could cross some destinations off your bucket list while on the job. In some cases, you'll be tasked with driving straight through these places, or you might just have one night to spare. But still, if you're an avid traveler or at least want to see more of the country, this is a convenient career. Despite the privacy that comes with spending time alone behind the wheel, you'd actually be hard-pressed to find many sectors where workers have a better sense of community than trucking. Load boards are one example of the sense of community in trucking. These online forums are used to match truckers with loads that fit their schedule, but truckers often utilize their own network among drivers and existing working relationships to get additional leads and recommendations for finding their next freight to haul. Furthermore, general forums on truckers report benefit drivers by providing insight on any and every topic. Many truckers also have mobile applications to communicate with one another as well. A few popular trucking apps include Truckload, 123 Load Board, and Nextruck. If you've ever dreamed about owning your own business, you can do so as a trucker. An owner-operator in trucking is someone who owns their own truck and either drives it themselves or leases on with a carrier. Owner-operators are tasked with the same responsibilities as that of a standard business owner, plus finding and scheduling their loads, purchasing the truck and necessary equipment, and more. Many successful owner-operators begin as company drivers, meaning once you've got the hang of the trucking industry as a commercial driver, you may feel comfortable transitioning to be an owner-operator. There are many perks that come with doing so, including the potential to make a lot more money, but do be aware that you'll have far more responsibilities on your plate. Additionally, a common barrier to becoming an owner-operator is getting the financing to fund your business venture. So you'll either want to save while on the job as a company driver or looking into a funding option, such as freight factoring. While trucking jobs are plentiful, there are some significant challenges for truck drivers in 2025. COVID-19 led to a sudden drop in demand, and more truckers are retiring than being hired, leading to the current driver shortage. This has affected existing truckers, as 74% have said they're concerned about having to work longer hours due to the shortage. Demand and spot rates are also down this year in particular, with drivers noting that finding loads for their trucks being particularly challenging. However, while it's not exactly the easiest time to be in the trucking business, we know that jobs are more in demand than many other industries, and there remains money to be made. This is a career where there's a lot of freedom and flexibility, said Jennifer Fink, Altline Freight Factoring Operations Manager. Not only can you create your own schedule to an extent, but you're going to get out what you put in. If you want to just be a truck driver, you can work as much as you'd like and make a lot of money. Or you can put in the hard work to become an owner-operator and potentially make a lucrative career. Furthermore, the impact of AI in trucking has altered the day-to-day responsibilities and required skills to enter and succeed in the industry. It's important for existing, new, and prospective truck drivers to stay in the know about these technological advancements and enhanced tools made possible by AI. The current employment situation for truck drivers is positive. But what does the long-term outlook reveal? According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the delivery truck driver and driver sales worker sector finds itself well-positioned long-term. From 2021 to 2031, the industry is projected to grow by 11%, significantly higher than the average occupation. Regarding strictly heavy and tractor-trailer truck drivers, states with the highest level of employment per capita are, in order, Ohio, Texas, Pennsylvania, Florida, and California. Additionally, the trucking industry, which had a market size of $217.3 billion in 2022, is expected to grow at a 3.0% compound annual growth rate through 2027. A likely increase in market size should also bring an increase in opportunities. To recap, here are the advantages and disadvantages you should consider before starting the process of becoming a truck driver. Freedom and solidarity on the job. Job security is typically strong. The opportunity to travel and see the country while on the job. The trucking community is tight-knit. However, you may be required to sit still for long periods of time. It may be difficult to earn promotions in title and pay after a certain point. Benefits are usually very good, though based on the company, and it's not ideal for those that do not enjoy being alone for large portions of the day, or who prefer to be at home than on the road. There's also no opportunity for mental breaks when operating a motor vehicle, especially a truck, and there's a potential to slip into an unhealthy lifestyle. Ultimately, the answer to this question depends on what you value in a career and lifestyle. While considering the answer, weigh the positives with the negatives, perhaps by making your own pros and cons list, to determine if truck driving is the right career for you. If you don't like to sit still, are a homebody, and don't like extended road trips, you would probably be better off looking into another career. Contrarily, if you enjoy traveling to new destinations, don't mind being by yourself, and are looking for a career that's relatively easy to break into, driving a truck for a living could be the perfect fit. Is truck driving hard? A career as a truck driver would be difficult for someone who doesn't like sitting and being alone for extended periods. However, if you enjoy your alone time and enjoy a good road trip, you probably won't find truck driving too hard. Is being a truck driver worth it? You should ask existing truckers if being a truck driver is worth it to get first-hand knowledge and perspectives. Many truck drivers find that the pay is worth it, but there are certain requirements you'll have to fulfill before you can get behind the wheel. This includes obtaining your CDL, commercial driver's license, obtaining a trucking authority if you want to be your own boss. You do not need an authority if you plan on being a company driver, and completing training. The answer to this also depends a lot on the company you're driving for and your schedule. If you decide to become an owner-operator, the pay can definitely be worth the work, but you'll have added responsibilities you wouldn't have as a company driver. Are truck driving jobs in demand? Yes, truck driving jobs are very much in demand in 2025. In fact, there are far more open trucking positions than truckers. This is forecasted to continue throughout the next decade, as the industry is projected to grow by 11% through 2031, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. How does being a truck driver work? Being a truck driver first involves obtaining your CDL, commercial driver's license, and ensuring you meet all minimum requirements, such as age, passing tests, and completing training. Truck drivers transport goods from one location to another, working either as company drivers or owner-operators. An owner-operator is essentially a trucking business owner. This may or may not include finding and scheduling loads to haul as well, depending on if that's handled by the trucker or the company they work for. Regardless, being a truck driver requires a strong and careful driving ability and standard organization skills, plus good attention to detail. The perks that come with it include more freedom and flexibility than many jobs, the opportunity to travel the continent, and typically very good benefits.